Right, hello guys and welcome back. Unbothered is honestly how I feel about the Shadow and Order delay, to be completely 100% honest with you. And the reason for that is because, well, initially when I first saw the news, the tweet that we've all seen at this point, that, the update is delayed until the 9th of June and we essentially have 3 months of nothing. There is nothing happening in Destiny other than Iron Banner in April, I believe, and then Guardian games in March. And to be fair, I think we're getting some pretty cool guns with Guardian games. First rapid fire solar fusion since Cartesian, which has been 5 years at this point since we've got a new one of those. But relatively unimpactful updates between now and an actual impactful update. And we'll get to that. But yeah, obviously it sucks. And I do just want to talk about that for a second. Yes, the delay does suck. And today I just kind of want to give you guys an opinion of, well, my brief opinion of what this delay is going to mean for the channel and what it means for me and Destiny overall, a little bit of commentary on that, and also what I'm going to be doing in these next 3 months to kind of bridge the gap between now and Shadow and Order, or whatever the update ends up being. I actually just watched CB Gray's video, and he said that the update could be called Out of the Darkness, because into the light, out of the darkness. I actually like it, despite how corny it sounds. But anyway, so what about my thoughts on the delay? Yeah, it sucks a lot. 3 months with no content is pretty bad. I thought it was going to be delayed, as did most people, but we didn't think that it would be delayed that much. June 9th is about a month ahead of where people thought it was going to be. People thought it was going to be, May 5th. For example, because I think May 5th was 1 week after the Eververse calendar was increased. So 3 months is a long time. And the unfortunate part of that is that me being a YouTuber and a streamer who plays Destiny 2, there's just not a lot happening for me to make content on. And the sad part is I really do want to make content. I really, really want to make builds, guides, concept pieces. Plenty of these things are going to happen between now and Shadow and Order, but it's going to be on a much reduced capacity, unfortunately, because with there not being much content in the game, there's not that much stuff for us to make. We kind of have to make our own content, collaborate with people, have some fun with them to kind of bridge the gap in time. But being locked to a single game as a creator obviously has its traps. So if there's nothing happening in Destiny, it's kind of like, it's a bit unfortunate for me. So like I said, as much as I want to make content, like I really do, there is just going to be a reduced amount of Destiny content between now and when this update comes out. There will still be builds occasionally, there will still be guides for things like when the new events come out, and weapon reviews perhaps, and the usual stuff we do on the channel with the Llama D2 flare, of course. But I also just wanted to let you guys know, in the meantime, with this time period, it does give an opportunity to take some risks. Now, I know variety is a very scary thing for channels that are covering one game, but I do want to give it a bit of a try. So this is kind of me letting you know that I am interested in Marathon, and I know not a lot of Destiny players are interested in Marathon, and I totally understand that, but I do just want to give Marathon a try. I think you do have to give Bungie a bit of credit for managing to wrestle back Marathon's reputation online, because it has been improving quite a lot recently. It has got a very positive reception to it, and as of the recording of this video, it is not actually terribly long until we have the open beta weekend that is coming out soon. So I'm going to be playing a lot of that just to really see if I gel with the game, which I think I will. So I'm going to be experimenting a bunch with Marathon, especially in March. So we're going to be making Marathon content. I'm just letting you guys know now. If that is not your cup of tea, that is fine, but anybody who watches it, I really do appreciate you. I kind of feel like I have to take this risk just to kind of see how things go, because at the end of the day, guys, this is my job and I love doing it. I promise you that. But when there is not much given to us in terms of Destiny things to do, I kind of have to see other things that I can try, perhaps Marathon, perhaps a different game, Destiny Rising. I don't know. Maybe they're going to add Wrath of the Machine to Destiny Rising. It would be cool to make a video on that, for example. Maybe something Destiny 1 related. We all love to do Destiny 1 videos every once in a while. Tug on that nostalgia a little bit. But going back to it, when the Shadow and Order, or whatever it's going to be called, Out of the Darkness comes back in June 9th, then you bet your ass I'm going to be there making content on that for you guys as if nothing ever happened. Oh yeah, and I didn't realize that I didn't talk about this, or I meant to talk about this in the actual main video, which I just finished recording, but the update that we're getting is very big. I don't think you guys realize how much content comes from revamping 19 total raids and dungeons. That is huge. That is really good. Assuming they all get set bonuses, they all get tiered weapons, that is so much loot that is getting meaningful updates, and it's from some of the most beloved content in the game, which I think is super awesome. Not to mention set bonuses. There is so much room to make really cool set bonuses with all of the armor sets. And by the way, here is an interesting statistic. Ever since the introduction of set bonuses in the beginning of the Edge of Fate, up to this point in time, we have had a total of 19 set bonuses. And we are getting another 19, which is exactly double what we have got in the last 8 months in 3 months' time from all of these raids and dungeons being remixed, which is cool. It's a really cool thing. We're getting Pantheon as well, which is awesome. That is a community favorite activity from way back, and it's such a shame that we've had to wait so long to get back to another Pantheon event, but here we are. And you know, rumor has it that it's including bosses from Sunset Raids as well, and that would just be awesome. Is it going to be enough to bring people back? I hope so, but it does have to be said that this update is huge, and it is something we've been asking for so long, and I think it is just fair to appreciate that for what it is. Do I think that an update of this size is going to bring back a good amount of attention to Destiny 2? Potentially. Pantheon and Into the Light were very popular back in the day, but that was for different reasons. We were going into the final shape, the final expansion in the saga, and Into the Light was also just a very good update. It didn't just have Pantheon, it had Onslaught as well, as you all may fondly remember. And to be fair, this update should also consolidate the content that was supposed to come with Shadow and Order, so whatever that might be, a new seasonal activity, a new exotic mission, whatever, that is still going to be there. So it isn't just going to be this Pantheon 2.0 that they talked about. And obviously they are going to give us more details about the other stuff that is coming with this update as we get closer to the time. But as I'm sure you've all seen, Bungie said that they are going to go pretty dark on details about this update until they get closer to the launch. So what I'm guessing is that on like the 2nd of June, they're going to do a reveal stream, or maybe a couple weeks before that, they'll have some blog posts go out. But I wouldn't expect anything from Twids or anything of the sort up until we get a lot closer to the release date. And in fact, I think Bungie actually said that. So yeah, this has been basically me giving you guys an update on how I'm feeling about things. As you know, I like to be very positive when things may seem pretty bleak, because you can very easily get caught up in the negativity. I know I have in the past, but one of the main things I have tried to do over the recent months, especially on the Twitch side of things, is to cultivate a community of people who are constructive and realist rather than just perpetually negative. So of course, I do have to give a slight shout out, of course, to my Twitch, and you know, I will be there. If you want to see me very often, then the Twitch is the best place for that, twitch.tv/LlamaD2. We stream every weekday and sometimes on weekends. So if you want to have a nice place to come hang out that has a overall positive outlook while also being pretty realist on Destiny, definitely swing by. But yeah, like I said, there's not really been any structure to this video. I just kind of wanted to splurge my thoughts out, let you guys know. Start a discussion down in the comments how you guys are feeling about the update, but rest assured, I am not going anywhere. It's just that the Destiny content is going to be relatively reduced, and I'm also going to be trying marathon stuff in March if you will allow me to do some experimentation, which I hope you do. But just know that I still really enjoy doing this stuff. I love making content for you guys. It is genuinely such a privilege to just be able to do this as my job, and I really hope things work out in the end. I really hope that Bungie does manage to claw Destiny back, whether it means some major overhaul for Destiny 2 or just giving us news about Destiny 3, and that's coming out in 3 years or whatever. I will happily wait. And also, if there's anything that you'd like to see from me, definitely let me know down in the comments below. Maybe if there's a particular game that you would like me to cover, or something I might be interested in, or a piece of content that you liked from me that I perhaps stopped doing, or something like that. Anything you'd like to see from me, just let me know down in the comments. I'm open to suggestions, because you know, I need to find a bunch of ideas for things to do in these next few months, so I would very much appreciate that. So overall, delay sucks, but you know, what are you going to do about it? We just kind of have to work our way through things, try to stay positive. I'm going to be trying a bunch of different things on the channel over the next coming months, and I appreciate if you guys check that out and engage with it. So thank you for watching. As always, I really do appreciate you guys for just coming and watching over the past few years. You guys have genuinely changed my life. In fact, I'm filming this from a brand new office that basically is only been possible because of you guys. So, you know, that's maybe why you notice a different microphone and a different background, so on and so on. Again, thank you guys. I hope you appreciated the update, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now, dear viewers.